The biggest myth I find in my practice, and what so many parents tell me, people tell them the baby can stick their tongue out, so they're fine. Baby's tongue-tied, but everything seems to be fine. The latch looks fine, yet this mother has totally shredded nipples and they're in so much pain. Baby's not gaining weight and baby is screaming all the time and not very happy. What's really important to understand, sticking your tongue out is not a measure of whether the baby has a tongue tie that's causing concern. So if you imagine that my hand is the tongue should move like a wave like this, and notice the wave is big. And if we have a tongue tie, quite often there's a bit of skin holding the tongue to the floor of the mouth, and every time the tongue tries to lift up, we can't actually do a very good wave. And so you can imagine if there's a nipple here, it just gets squashed and there's no loosening and tightening of pressure, the suction. It's just constantly like a compression, totally squashed. And that's very, very painful. So tongue-tied babies, this part here is pulling the tongue down and they can't lift the tongue to create a good seal. And so you often hear babies that are tongue-tied clicking. They try to create a good seal and the tongue clicks off the palate. So you can imagine they're trying to lift their tongue up and it just keeps, this tongue tie keeps pulling the tongue down, preventing the baby from creating a good suction, a good seal, and preventing them from getting the milk in their mouth and down to their tummy. It just keeps leaking outside because the tongue keeps clicking off like that. And that is because of this bit of skin here. So when you understand that, and when you understand it's not just about the baby being able to do it makes more sense. Sticking your tongue out is not the only measure of whether tongue tie needs to actually be treated. Keep that in mind. If you are a parent and you've been told your baby's tongue tied and you're having difficulties, please seek professional advice from an IBCLC. Make a plan. Make sure you're on track to getting comfortable feeding and making things easier. Happy feeding and best of luck.